Hey, and welcome back to my channel. This is Miss Moonsong. Thank you for sticking around. I hope you like the other readings. Today's reading is what you can do better in the Lyra Wars, and we'll have 4 messages for you. At the top left, we'll have message 1. At the top right, we'll have message 2. At the bottom left, we'll have message 3, and at the bottom right, we'll have message 4. Message 1 is in the top left with Amethyst. Message 2 is in the top right with the Selenite Desert Rose. Message 3 is in the bottom left with the Labradorite Teardrop. And message 4 is in the bottom right with the red tiger's eye. So take a second and focus on the pile that calls to you. Ask which message is meant for me, and it should guide you right to the message. And then feel free to click on the timestamp and go straight to them, to your messages, and feel free to pick a few if more than one calls out to you. Thanks. Message 1, Amethyst. You have Lepus, the rabbit, the 2 of air in reverse, all paths lead home, the arrow, Canis Ventasi, the chariot. My energy to tune into the my capacity to tune into the energy of love gives me the words I need when I'm ready to speak up, the compassion I need when it's time to forgive, and the power I need when I'm lost. Share your voice in reverse. Okay, so what this tells me is that you have a decision to make somewhere. You have the chariot and the 2 of air in reverse. Basically, that's the 2 of swords in reverse, saying that you have to choose between your will and your wallet. Usually it's like something that makes you money, and then something that you really like or really enjoy doing. Your capacity for goal setting seems like huge because you have the arrow. You just need a destination to point it to, and all signs lead home. So Lepus is one of the only signs that's actually named in Arabic, and one that's calling out to me is Arnab and Nihal. So it seems like maybe you're a starseed from another planet, and you need to share your voice and come into the Lyra Wars with a bunch of gusto, is what's coming up. So message 1. I see you. Hold on a second. I see you in like a garden on Lepus, and you're talking to like a boss of yours, and you don't see eye to eye because you know he's lying. So maybe that could be part of it. You are looking for something that, okay, here's what the problem is. Your boss is lying to you somewhere, and basically you're looking for something that makes sense, but it doesn't make sense, and that's because he has ulterior motives. So someone in your circle has an ulterior motive, and that's confusing you. So make sure that you have your priorities straight, and make sure that you know that BIPOC, which is Black, Indigenous people of color, their history is right. So when you take that into account, you have to know that the world is a really full place. It's not just black and white, it's a full spectrum. So when you're choosing your goals, you have to keep that in mind, that there's a full spectrum of goals and outcomes that could possibly happen, and you want to aim for the best possible outcome at all times. So I hope you enjoyed that. Anything I'd say last? You need to. Oh, okay. So something bad happened. Like it didn't turn out well, and basically because of that, you're in this state where you're trying to choose where you go next. So you have a great capacity to do something amazing. You just need to choose it and let your arrow fly. So towards your target. Okay. Thank you. Hope that helped. Message 2 with the Selenite Desert Rose. Indus. Wisdom. Messenger. Middle World in Reverse. Death. Symbolized by Caleb. The Queen of Wands. There's a stream of love supporting my dreams. Soul Family in Reverse. You are a very wise person. You're an elder, a leader. You're someone who's very strong. You have a lot to say. You are possibly someone who receives divine guidance a lot. And you're someone who's possibly an earth angel, possibly a starseed. You need to know that you're a good person. But other than that, you're alone because you're special. You are not able to follow the beat of someone else's drum, especially society's drum, because you're too wise to do that. So if you follow the leader, you won't get to where we're supposed to be going, which is an Age of Aquarius universe where there's so much peace that we just have fun all the time is what we're looking for. So message 2. I see you sitting in sitting at the dock of the bay. You're actually sitting on the bank of a river. You're actually doing just fine, but they're sitting at the dock of the bay by Jack Johnson playing. And there's like a military force nearby, and they give an order, and then they have to go, and then something terrible happens. Don't let that happen again. Don't let that happen again. So whenever you see injustice, always stand up for it, or stand up for the people who need you. You might be drawn to pile 1 a bit because there's something about sharing your voice in there that you might need at the right moment. So please don't hesitate to be your best self in the face of danger, especially when other people's lives are at stake and if they need you. So deliver messages wherever you can, and just know that you are a huge part of the Lyra Wars because you're a teacher. You're one of the great teachers, so please make sure that you know how to deliver your message when it's time to do it. Thank you. I hope that helped. Message 3. Labradorite Teardrop. You have Sagittarius, masculine and feminine. You're not alone. The Sacrifice in reverse. The Two of Water in reverse, symbolized by Antilla. The Hierophant in reverse. I surrender to a power greater than me. The Ever Unfolding Rose in reverse. You're someone who's experienced a lot of loss, but actually it should be fine. You are in a period of time where you're rebalancing your masculine and feminine, and then working towards a better place where you can grow to being your best self. So the gods and the divine will help you. You just have to pray. So pray for guidance all the time. You are someone who I think you might have come out of a breakup, whether it's something to do with friends or whether it's something to do with your daily life, something has ended, and you're moving on to this period where you like have to grow, and you have to become someone who's better than where you are right now, and just do that by um, what I want to tell you is like people have done it already, so do it. Like, don't reinvent the wheel. You should do it kind of like them. Don't try to like do something that won't bring you what you need. Do the thing that will bring you what you need, which is help and guidance and kindness. So. I see you sitting in a jail, and I see you have to leave your like wife and your kids, and I got this vibe like right before that too. You're like trying not to say goodbye, but you have to say goodbye, and it's funny, like the sacrifice and surrender are both here. So basically it's just like you are someone who has the greater forces working above them, and surrendering to goodness could really help you in the future, instead of surrendering to the badness, which actually tends to be Jeffrey Epstein. Just saying. So, if you like learn law, it will be able to help you a lot. If you choose to follow, in the Lyra Wars, he's known as a bad leader. So if you follow the bad leader, then you'll go into badness, and his communities only thrive because they have like drug money. To be honest with you, they don't really like thrive because they're positive societies, and I want you to come back to positive society and not stay in negative society, because your family lives in positive society and I want you to be there with them. So you're struggling to be the leader of your own life, and a lot of that is because you have another leader who's telling you what to do, and they're telling you the wrong thing. So please don't follow them. Please follow yourself and become a great leader in your community. Okay. Thank you so much. I hope that helped. Message 4. Red Tiger's Eye. You have Saturn, the youth in reverse. I'm sorry, in reverse. The moon. The Two of Air symbolized by Lepus. The Seven of Swords. The presence of love will always cast out fear and crumbling. What are you clinging on to? You have a karmic cycle that's coming up. It could be your Saturn return, or you're trapped in a Saturn return with the rest of us. And the youth is actually a magician card. It's basically, it talks about how you're coming of age and you need to become a great person to be an adult. So you have the moon here talking about the truth and letting the truth come out. You have the Two of Air here talking about how you have a choice to make, and the crumbling, which is like a tower moment, saying that something bad is happening. You have the Seven of Swords here. The Seven of Swords means that you can get out of it. It should be fine. But you need to like do something in order to do that. And I think that has to do with a Saturn reading. I think you might need a Saturn reading. You just need to find out where Saturn is in your chart, and if If it was in Capricorn, you're going through something with a bunch of us. So we're all going through it at the same time. Millennials, elder millennials are going through all of this at the same time. Message 3. I'm seeing Saturn for you. I'm seeing that you were at a marketplace. Let's see. And someone told you something. They said, hold on a second. They said, don't go over there. If you go over there, you might die. And you went over there and you did die, but you had a glimpse of Saturn as you did that, or like a ringed planet as you did that. And what this means is like you have to learn to heed other people's advice and warnings, and you have to learn to stay safe with yourself. Your karma will tell you a lot about what is going on for you now. So if you have good karma, that should be good, but if you have bad karma, it should come bite you in the ass. Just saying, it might bite you in the ass. So, excuse me. Please make sure you apologize to who you're supposed to apologize to. It makes a lot of sense right now. Okay. Thank you. Final thoughts. Inner Earth, you'll survive this. New solutions and beginnings. 10 of Swords. The Empress in reverse. 2 of Swords. The Hanged Man in reverse. The King of Chalices. 9 of Wands. The Knave of Wands. The moment I realign with love, clear direction is presented to me. I always trust the direction of the universe and know I'm being guided. When I'm in alignment with the love of the universe, peace cannot be disrupted. This is a good one. Okay. You were in ancient Egypt and there was a queen there and they wanted to kill the queen, but you knew it was wrong, so you didn't do it. A lot of people did it and a lot of people knew. That makes you an accomplice or an accessory, especially if they used you. You're not supposed to do something like this at all. You're never supposed to do this. You're supposed to be a scribe. So please make sure you write down all of your accounts that you know, so that you can be a better person in the Lyra Wars. You have to know that the new earth is being created by all of the light workers who are working together on this, and you're part of it. And your alignment with the universe also means we take that into account. Your alignment with the universe will tell you which way you're going, and you want to be aligned positively with the universe and the people around you, if you can, especially. If you're a dark worker, all you have to do is renounce the dark. You have to renounce the darkness or denounce the darkness, and then come back to God and say, I'm really sorry, please forgive me. I want to be a good person, and then just start being a good person, and then we'll accept you. So please know that you're a special person, but actually there's people around you who are really, really special. So please make sure that they know that they're good people, because they have to be good people to be in the spotlight. So you want to make sure that you're like telling your spouse that you love them and that you care about them a lot, because sometimes that can get taken away from you, and you don't want that. You want people to understand that you're a really like wonderful and hardworking person, and that you will be the person that they come to when they need advice about something. So please know that you have the capability to be a really strong community leader. Please don't follow the entire pack, because the pack isn't always right. So just make sure that you're following your instincts, your divine guidance, and your, what does this one say? It's like it's not necessarily your mother, but it is like a mother figure who is right a lot. And it's not your father, but a father figure who is right a lot. just make sure that you're following the people who are right and not the people who are wrong, because when you follow the wrong people, it leads you the wrong way. So, I hope that helped. Please feel free to bounce around from reading to reading. The one last thing I'll say about this is that you have the capability to dig yourself out of a hole. So, please make sure that you do that, and that you come out of this like a golden lion rather than like a timid little like silver puma. I don't know. I don't know how to. That's a bit of a weird analogy. You have to become like this golden lion rather than like this little a little cub, you know. So we're all growing up and we're all doing it together. So please make sure that you are being kind to everyone around you as well. Thank you. Hope that helped.